Hey loves, welcome back to the channel. This is Silvercrown Beauty, and today's video we are going to be talking about characteristics of a lady, that how she levels up. So one of the things we're going to talk about is setting goals and prioritizing your life when it comes to setting goals. And why is it so important that not only do you set goals, but that these goals are actually obtainable and achievable. So number one, when you are setting goals, you are aligning those goals with your lifestyle, like especially the current lifestyle that you have, or where you want to see yourself in the next few years. You know, as we are approaching the end of the year, it is definitely, you know, a cliche that everyone sets all of these goals for themselves for the new year, and you go back and you look at last year and you realize that you didn't really achieve the goals that you had set out to do. So how do you get to the point of prioritizing the goals that you set? It's basically breaking them down. You have to be willing to break your goals down so that you, number one, have short-term and long-term goals. The short-term goals is something new that's definitely achievable within the noun range, like meaning within a couple of months. And then of course, long-term goals is maybe something that might have to require a lifestyle change, whether it's a new career, new training, new education, maybe a relocation, anything that is going to maybe take a lot more skill or more money to achieve that goal. However, it is important to start working on the short-term goals that can build to the long-term goals. Because what a lot of times happens is people become overwhelmed because they set maybe 10, 15 goals and they don't even achieve one of them completely. Because sometimes what happens is procrastination does happen when you are trying to set goals, and it's easy to fall into a trap. So number one, prioritizing is key, ladies. That is the best thing ever, is to prioritize the goals, and also looking at the time frame. You almost have to set up a real business plan for yourself. When you are literally going into business and you go to the bank to ask for a loan, the first thing they ask is, do you have a business plan? So you must set a business plan for yourself, a personal business plan for yourself. So that way you have things lined it up, get on Excel or Word, you know, and start putting those things into action. Because what a lot of times happens is that we spend too much money, or we want to go on trips, we don't have enough money for the trip, so we just use credit, or we use a credit card, or we get a loan. And that is the absolute worst thing you can do. You know, credit cards and debt and all of that is just going to keep the roller coaster going, where you really never obtain or achieve things because you're constantly paying someone off. So you want to be able to go into your savings and pull that money out and be able to like go on a trip because you planned for it throughout the year. Or if you know there's 4 trips in the year that you want to do, it is good to plan those trips out, but to build a savings specifically for your trips. You know, that way you're not just getting in the habit of just using the credit card to swipe. And in addition to the credit card swiping, you're also using that for other personal expenses. And it's how that charge card went from $100 to now $5,000. And it's easy. And if you don't have the cash to be able to pay that off like once, like the month you use it, and pay it back the same month, then it's basically just going to be added expenses that's just going to keep adding up. So definitely prioritizing is key when it comes to leveling up, one, and making sure that you plan these trips ahead. So another thing when it comes to goal setting is, what is other things that you might can achieve? Maybe there might be some natural things that you want to do. You might want to take up a new hobby, or you may want to, you know, learn a new skill or learn a new trade. And that is also something that you have to prioritize as well, because you know, learning a new language, like maybe you want to learn Spanish or French or German or any other, you know, thousands of languages out there, and you must set some time to that. You might want to get into the gym, you know, a fitness routine. Sometimes committing to a personal trainer is actually better than just going to the gym, because if you put the money on the table, you are definitely going to not want to waste your money. And especially because most personal trainers want that money up front. So if you're going to waste $300 or $400 for maybe a month or two of classes, and you're not going to commit yourself to it, then that's, you know, how you can basically basically that's how you can reach your goal when it comes to like losing weight or getting your health in order. Paying for a personal trainer, or, you know, paying for yoga classes, or, you know, Pilates, you know, those are some ways, because a lot of times they want the money up front. So those are definitely some ways that you can achieve a weight loss goal, because you're like, look, I'm going to put the money up and I'm going to go to these classes because I'm not going to waste my money. So, so definitely ladies, when it comes to those types of goals, put the money up front. You know, it'll save yourself time of procrastination and not going. But sometimes if you sign up for a, you know, Planet Fitness membership, it's easy to just pay that $20 once a month or $9 once a month and never go. I've done it. I have been guilty of that. But definitely when I was paying for personal training classes and I had to pay it up front, I was there at those classes, and that's where I had got my best results of losing weight. So when it comes to anything, put the money up front. Don't allow them to suck you into like monthly payments and all of that, you know, until you reach the goal. Then maybe if you want to maintain your weight loss or your any other, you know, thing that you're trying to achieve, then it's easier to then maybe maintenance it versus like, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and then you never go. So definitely ladies, you know, don't fall into that trap when it comes to setting goals. So it is so important that you have yourself your short-term goals that are achievable, and you also have your long-term goals that might take you 6 months to a year to achieve, maybe even longer. Maybe it's a 2-year goal. You know, maybe you're trying to buy a home in the next 2 years. You know, maybe you're trying to be stable on the job in the next 2 years. Most banks, when it comes to financing a home, you either have to be in the same like field to switch jobs, or you need to be at the same job for the next 2 years. They want to see 2 years of job history and 2 years of stability and 2 years of at least saving money, or at least 1 year of saving money. It all depends. So there's definitely some long-term goals, but the short-term goals is what we're going to focus on today. And next week, we're going to focus on long-term goals, because the key to leveling up, ladies, is definitely making sure you prioritize the things that you're trying to achieve in this life and where you want to see yourself in the next couple of years also as well. So that being said, we're going to talk right about it. So ladies, definitely when it comes to setting your goals and really applying your goals to your life, it is so important that, and it's achievable and it's obtainable. So when you're setting anything, like for example, the things that you want to reach in your short-term goal level, then you really gotta believe, one, because it's all about a belief, you know, and having faith in achieving this, and really put your heart into it. Like really put your mind into it. Don't just say I'm gonna do XYZ and then you realize that you didn't do it, or you don't put any energy or effort into believing that you can achieve those goals. So setting goals and really working hard to achieve them is achievable, you know, but it is all about prioritizing and making sure that you are the first priority when it comes to setting the goals. Don't let anybody get in the way of you trying to reach that goal, because it will become a distraction and our lives get busy, family, kids, you know, running a household. If you're a homemaker and you're at home, running a household, moreover, I'm going to say it again, because running a household is it can be very demanding and very stressful when you're balancing kids and balancing a family and balancing a husband. You know, all of those things are very, you know, people try to say that being a housewife is nothing, when in reality, if you're not living like a housewife, then you have no idea what it's like, you know. So a good wife and a good mother is not just sitting around on her backside all day. She is working. She's working to maintain that roof over her head. She's maintaining the kids, making sure the kids are fed, making sure that the kids are, you know, going to school, doing their homework, all of the above. So kudos for all you full-time housewives. You know, I commend you for being able to even do that job. You know, it is very hard, But at the end of the day, you guys need a pat on the back for being there and being the support system to your family. So that being said, ladies, make sure that you are setting the goals and do not wait until the end of the year to set those goals, as we are approaching the end of the year with just a couple, like really this is the month of November. We're already halfway through, which I honestly cannot believe this myself, but literally this is like going into the next week, is going into practically the last week of the month. So it is so important before you reach December to start planning your goals now and achieve those goals. Don't wait until the end of the year to start, making New Year's res. Start doing it now and start really working on it and prioritizing, on top of having faith and belief that you're going to reach those goals. So that being said, ladies, I thank you all for watching this video. I thank you for coming back, and please comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Yes, again, I will be posting videos every week. I know last week was a little shady, but definitely look forward to the next video. So I will see you guys all in the next video. Love you all, and bye for now.